Selflessness is a major path to greatness, and selfishness is the pathway to smallness. Walking in love is a product of mindset. It is important to realize that a life centered on self is a life settled for small. It is true both in this world and in the world to come that a life centered on self is a life settled for small. There are many people who wish to be great, but in reality, they cannot be great because they are not ready to do what great people do. They cannot be great because their lives revolve around themselves. No one is great by thinking about himself alone. Selfishness is a major pathway to greatness, and selfishness is the pathway to smallness. You don't make any meaningful impact in this life if your life is centered only on yourself. But when you live beyond yourself, you live beyond your size. When you live beyond yourself, you see great results in life that will make people wonder, who is this person associated with these great results? Beloved, when you live beyond yourself, you will also live beyond your time. By the time you have come and gone, your impact remains visible on earth. That was what Jesus meant when he said in John 12:23-24, "And Jesus answered them, saying, The hour is come, that the Son of Man should be glorified. Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit." Jesus seemed to have said, if I face myself, I abide alone. But if I die to self, I bring forth much fruit. So, a life lived for self or centered on self is a life settled for small. Beloved, be determined never to live a self-centered life. If you ever aspire for greatness in life, remember this: selflessness is a major pathway to greatness, and selfishness is the pathway to smallness. Refuse to center your life only on yourself. Focus on others also. Ask God to deliver you from any spell of self-centeredness. Lord, I ask that you deliver us from any form of self-centeredness. Help us to be mindful of and attend to the interest and welfare of others in Jesus' name. There was a time when I tried to reach out to some people for the purpose of evangelism, but they could not face up because our character is a rebuke on their carelessness. God bless you. Meditate on John chapter 12 from verse 23-24. Selflessness, a pathway to greatness, by Dr. Paul Enenche.